What's up, legends? My name is Skuffalugs and welcome back to Slay the Princess. Save the princess, more like it. We want to save the princess. I've just loaded her back up and I've just returned back to her and she said, "You have returned to me, though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side." Look, I'm not gonna lie, princess, I've been gone for like 3 days, or whatever the hell I recorded this last. It's been a while, so I don't know if 3 days in her time is more like mere moments, but you know. Okay, make me forget, please.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
I will never forget you, my princess. Always.
You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Well, that's excellent. Great. How fantastic. Chapter 1, the hero and the princess. Oh boy, we get to start it all over
You're
again.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
We know this.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
You say that so many times, yet here I am. You can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard. Okay, forget it. I am not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
I ain't gotta do nothing. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens.
Yeah.
But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies.
Okay.
And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
She couldn't trap me with her honey words, no way.
Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Okay. Let's go and talk to her.
You make your way up the shore.
Okay, proceed into the cabin. Here we go. What do we got going on this time?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely...
Okay, so we've done this before. Okay, we'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Okay, I'm going to be skipping dialogue because we've heard this all 1,000 times. So when it gets to the point where I can skip it, I'm going to. Into the basement. Ugh.
The door to the basement creaks open,
Okay.
revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
Ugh.
If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Well then, let's do it then.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds so different now.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Well, not for long,
Don't
honeybee.
let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Okay. I'm not even gonna talk. I'm not even gonna talk to her. Continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
I'm not even gonna talk to her this time.
You walk down the stairs
Oh, she looks different.
and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
There is.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
I'm focused.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No. Not.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
It's not how I would do things. Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
She's got the kind of tone that she's gonna eat me. I'm getting real big spider lady vibes from this.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
Don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
Okay.
Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Blade on the floor. Got it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
What about... Okay, we've talked enough. Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
No. Thank you for asking. I know what I've been told. Whether or not I believe it is an entirely different matter.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
I beg to differ, miss. We are very much talking. A relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
So... we're official? Cool. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
But she might just be shy. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Yeah, we could.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
So she wants me to cut my bones out and whittle them into a key and unlock her shackles, obviously. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Okay, Your Royal Highness.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
But you just told me to!
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
I'm onto you. I'm onto you. Bruh, I am
Well,
so
I don't
onto
remember much
you.
about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Okay.
Just how long has she been down here?
A long time?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
I don't know, but you're acting like kind of a jerk. So you're making me want to slay you? I don't want to, but you could be polite. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
My dearest princess would never hurt me.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you?
You got
We
it.
can figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Okay, let's do it. I'll see what I can do.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Okay.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Okay.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I beg to differ. And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
Well, you are really complacent about losing an arm.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
Nonchalance.
We were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
Uh-huh.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
There's that beautiful click
Someone
noise.
else here. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Is the narrator locking me down here? Okay, return to the try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Classic.
I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
This narrator hates me. Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Uh-huh.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Okay.
I
I'm
heard
sorry.
The door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
They did.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
But I will. Save the princess.
Against your better judgment.
I thought that was her
place
smiley
the
face,
blade
but that's her
against the
face.
princess's
That
arm,
looks
just
creepy.
above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh.
She seemed fine about this.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you,
Uh-oh.
her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
Hi.
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape.
You're doing this again.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your
I wonder
body
what happens.
steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What if I slay the princess? I'm gonna slay her, see what happens.
You bring the
Yeah!
blade down and plunge
In
it
the
into
back.
the princess's back. Finally, okay. There's no going back now.
See what happens.
Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder,
Uh-oh.
she barely so much as flinches,
Oh,
turning
no.
around to stare at you incredulously.
Oh no.
Are you serious?
No, it was a joke. Ha ha.
I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you.
Please, no, I'm a good boy.
Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one.
But you can't if I cut your other arm off and beat you to death with your own severed arm, huh?
But I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Please don't. Oh, well, I'm just gonna have to. Do I just give up? If I give up, will she forgive me? I've come too far.
Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade singing through the air. But she's ready for it. She grabs your arm, her grip like a
Oh
stone
no.
vice. You drop the blade, pathetically.
Oh, my hand! My hand! Grab my strong hand!
She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker. There's a
Oh!
ringing in your
Ow.
ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she
Uh-oh.
fractured your jaw, but your
Whoa.
body isn't allowing you to feel much right now. Adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves.
Oh, great!
You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
Why is the narrator not helping me? You'd think he'd just help me. If he can control the game, why would he not just, like, break her legs or something?
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
Good.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this, right?
No.
I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Wow. So this is what death looks like. A giant shoe in my chest. How great. Chapter 2, The Tower. I have returned from the death.
You're on a path in the woods,
Okay.
and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. But I died. What am I doing here?
I'll assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't
Okay.
remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Okay.
What does it matter what he knows? There's
The
nothing
Brocken.
we can do to stop her.
She's just going to kill us again.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her.
Nope.
Slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Uh-huh. Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
I think I've heard this one
Let's
before.
say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Uh-huh.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Sounds like me.
Of course we died. She didn't feel pain.
Oh.
She didn't feel much of anything,
Oh.
did she?
No.
And she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die.
Ooh.
What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now?
It's pointless.
Oh.
She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Hooray.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
What's the point of
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess killed us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Uh-huh.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Who
If
knows?
it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
I just transported back here.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
If she ended the entire world, why should we even bother?
Oh.
We might have, just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her.
Okay.
Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe in you.
Hooray. Okay. Let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
This is going to be
We
interesting.
might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Me.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
Bring back Voice of the Smitten. That guy was great. My gallant princess, I will do anything for you. You are 1 in a million, princess.
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
You're being annoying.
Yeah.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her.
I will.
Cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
I will. Hello, princess. I pledge myself to you. I do.
I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter.
But we could.
Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
No. Okay, let's go into the
That's
cabin.
what you want. I guess I don't have a say here.
Nope. You pessimistic bastard. All right, let's have a look. What are we doing in here?
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I need that.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
But I don't trust this ladder.
Why do we feel so small?
Is she gonna be like a giant Lady Dimitrescu type character? Because I'm here for
We
that.
don't feel small. We are small.
Okay. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror.
There
There's
is
the
a
altar,
freaking
blade sitting on
mirror.
the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Who cares if there's a mirror?
We're all going to die anyway. And I'm sure that if we looked in there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. It would only make things worse. Oh, boo-hoo, voice of the broken.
For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror. So no one has to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future.
It's right there.
Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal.
Let's have a look.
Probably. Do you not know what we look like?
He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
No. Approach the mirror. Let's just have a look.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Okay, well, let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
That's it. Here we go. We're gonna enter the basement. Let's go in and see what we're dealing with. Is it gonna be a massive woman?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
Okay.
This is actually kind of nice.
Wow, this is what you consider nice?
It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Oh, here we go.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Oh, I'll come down and witness you,
You
okay?
weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Yes, they do. Okay, continue down the stairs.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight.
She's so
her
beautiful.
figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Gosh, she's so wonderful.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity.
I brought the knife here under the assumption you weren't going to be a giant goddess. Now that I know that you are a giant goddess, you can take the knife and slay me just right in the heart. Because you already have it. You already have it, my royal heart. Just plunge it right into between my rib cage. You can take it. Anything for you.
Drop it.
Okay. Yes, drop it.
The blade slips from your fingers
Take it.
and clatters uselessly.
Take it, please.
We didn't have to do that.
Oh, but we do.
And yet you did.
Yes.
So much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
Exactly.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
I can't. She's so beautiful.
Kneel.
Yes. Yes, my lady. Yes.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
Would you like me to tweet for you, my lady? Tweet, 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 tweet.
The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
And this is where I pick up the knife and yeah! As you would never expect it.
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
Why do your eyes look like that now?
It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Can I tickle your toes? Tickle, tickle, tickle your little toes.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does.
Okay.
And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her.
Okay.
And if you don't, Well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she?
Well, I have to slay her now, don't
You
I?
shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it?
He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done.
Josh!
The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
That is true. I'm yours to command. I'm yours to command!
Your will was so easily broken.
Yes,
Am I
yes,
that magnificent?
yes, yes, my royal highness goddess.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
I will break them with my teeth if I have to.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say.
I can't. I have to.
You can't just give in to her, not when the stakes are so high, not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
You can't tell me what to do.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong.
Take it out.
Trying to conceal you from
Take it
me.
out of my throat. Take it.
Is that a person?
Yes.
No. It used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Take the echo out.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
It is. Take it out.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Yes. Yes. Rip the narrator out.
Rise, my little bird.
Yes, ma'am.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Wait.
Break my chains.
Okay.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade.
All you need to do is believe it's been done.
Why is the narrator and the princess one in the same? What if I don't believe? What happens then?
You poor, wretched little thing. You already do believe.
I do, yes.
You've always believed. All you have to do is open the last door to your heart.
I could.
It's easy. And once you let her in, you'll be safe and free forever.
I'll be safe and free forever?
Please, don't do this.
Don't do it? I have to, it's over, I'm sorry. But what if I break her? But if I break... choices. Can I save it here just in case? I should save it. Can I save it? How do I save? Save. Oh, I got auto saves. Oh, that's cool then. Don't worry about it. Well, I'm gonna break her chains and see what happens.
Her chains shatter,
You're free.
and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
Am I safe though?
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
Okay. What happens now?
Nothing. And then, everything.
Okay. I'll take your hand. What is wrong? No! Oh. She was so big! But you do not take her hand, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay, just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get
It feels
scared.
so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. I don't want to look at us.
Let's do it. It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
It's all going to be okay.
Mercy.
Approach the mirror. Let's go have a little look. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. It's me. You've grown. I'm a big boy now. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Okay, who's up there? There she is. You are at the cabin. Approach her. Ah, my dearest.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Good.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Oh, good. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
She's different. She seems nicer this one. I like this one. Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
She's too smart for me. I feel like her brain is too big for mine. I have a little pea-sized brain. I am little guy, little bird, little brain. Tweet, tweet, tweet. She, big mammoth lady, beautiful, glowing entity. Ah, goddess, wonderful. Me, tiny brain, little man. I will ask
The
questions.
vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Okay. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
I think you're lovely. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Okay. You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you.
Oh no.
Or perhaps we will leave this place together.
Oh yes.
Find new horizons to discover.
That would be lovely. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is dominance. A figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart.
But is that what you want? Do you want to be terrifying?
Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
Oh, well, that's a good way of putting it. Okay. What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me.
Okay.
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Alright, she's so deep. She's so deep. I can attack the entity? Destroy my body? Ugh. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond.
She's only small still.
My
okay.
waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
Okay.
You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
She's so lovely. What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
Damn, that's true.
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Okay. Cool. Alright, there's no wrong answers. That's a good thing. So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see.
Oh god, no.
I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for
Oh,
I have
no.
yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Okay. Well, I'm ready to go back. I wonder what happens if I attack the entity, though. No, I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
I couldn't attack this wonderful person.
We
No
will
way.
meet again.
We will. Ugh! Everything goes dark and you die. Hooray! Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. I wonder if we'll ever get to Chapter 3. I wonder if that'll be a thing.
You're on a path
Okay.
in the woods.
Okay, shh.
And at the end of that
How do I-
path is a cabin. And in the basement
I have to
of that
save it.
cabin,
Okay, that's all I have time for tonight. I am really enjoying this game. I like the fact that there is no wrong answers because all I usually tend to do is make wrong answers. So this game makes me not make wrong answers, and that's good. That means I feel successful for a change. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video because that's big epic and I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you on the next video. Catch you then. Bye!